What up? I look like this because I can. Can you even see me? Because I see you. This right here is for all my cancers.
Ow. Ow.
Yo, what's up? You know who it be? It be me, not no other than the Queer Cancerian here on your dial. You know what to do. Like, comment, and subscribe. Because when you do that, that helps me out a lot.
Hey!
See people watching the content and subscribe. You know, so I can know that I'm trying to make it do what it do, baby. You dig? So again, this be me, the Queer Cat Series here on your dials. You tuned into the Queer Cat Series off on Mondays, social media. No, that's my podcast. Ooh. My podcast. Anywho, but you had tuned in to the Queer Cat Series off on Mondays is my podcast. It's a very good podcast. I just do extended on that. So you get extended thoughts on what it is that I'm talking about for free. You ain't even gotta pay yet. Ooh. So I woke up this morning, right? And this afternoon, because I work, you know. And I promise you, I wasn't even gonna, even as I speak now, you know what I'm saying? As I get the cold out my eye. Who's this paging me and who's this calling me? And wait, how did Biggie song go? Anyway, I had this epiphany, right? So laying on my couch, because I was gonna get on the bed, but man, you know how you just be. I always have you have a deep, good meditations when you just go to sleep just like that, right? And I had a good meditation. I was in ascension. Yeah, I'm in ascension. Yeah, whatever. So I was manifesting. You know, normally when I do, I manifest positivity, light, love, not just for something that I would like in my life, but just how I see my life as it is already, right? And so, in doing that, you know, I had came across my person, right? And this was 2 something. I looked at the clock because I kid you not, when I had got a call, and I got a call, and I woke up. I got to see what time. Whatever time I received that call, I would lay back down, and I was in a lucid reality, right? And so, what I have a message for my cancers, and this is just my cancers, right? And you know what? I'm not even gonna say for my cancers. I'm not gonna be all exclusive like that. I'm just gonna say for those who are thinking of their person, because I believe in my soul tribe, the soul tribe that I belong to. We are on the same wavelength. For those that have been seeing repetitive numbers, regardless on what the numbers is, but they've been in sequence, right? And what I envisioned was your person finally woke up today, or whenever, but they woke up, and the best way to describe it is "Waiting to Exhale" by Whitney Houston. Okay, and as I'm saying this, I know people are already like, bitch. So, it was "Waiting to Exhale," right? And you know when she was sitting on the She was sitting on the couch admiring the guy. Okay, the guy was married and stuff like that, and she was the side chick. Now we're gonna scratch all that out. You're not gonna worry about her being the side chick. I'm not saying any one of you are the side chick, but it's the whole thing behind it of her getting fed up, and she looking at this guy, and at first he was just everything and all, and she really didn't matter or care about anything else. It was just being with him, right? And she finally woke up and had an epiphany. And she must have just listened to Chrisette Michele the other day and got to saying that it's over. Ooh, as I sing that, I got that resonating in my, I can hear the song. So today's song for you guys is that Chrisette Michele, I'm Leaving. And if you even think of the words, nothing bothered her in Chrisette Michele. She was like, you just walked in the next day like nothing happened. And, normally I'll be, just stressed out, but she wasn't. And just like Whitney Houston, she wasn't stressed out either. She just came to an epiphany. And she said, you know what, I'm not going to go through this anymore. And it kind of reminded me of this one chick that I was with too, where I, wow. Just as I'm speaking about it, I said, karma's a bitch, right? So what I got basically was what I've done to someone in the past, okay? And I thought I was getting that from, the bad relationships I've been in, but no. No. This is a lesson that karma is not what you say, oh goodness, this is my karma. Nah. Karma is when you understand and know that, yep, that's the lesson you need to learn. Don't do that shit. Anyway, but Whitney Houston woke up, looked at the guy, and just said, can't do this anymore. And that's what your person did or has done. And I'm not talking about will do, but they did it or they have done it. They got to this epiphany in their life where they said, I can't do this anymore. Like, it's not the same. I mean, and it was really explicit. It was like they could be laying next to them in the bed while they holding them. And you know how when you really fed up with somebody, when you don't want them to touch you, and you just the thought of them touching you is like, ew. You're disgusted because you're like, I don't deserve this. And that's what your person woke up this morning. And I just say this morning, it came to them like, I'm better than this. Like, they finally chose themselves. And I even got the feeling that even if they have kids and kids are involved, they're not doing it for the kids. Because the kids going to be all right, okay? Let's just put it like that. The kids are going to be all right. They covered because you're covered, right? Or your person is covered. So they're not even doing it for the kids, They have to get themselves better so they can do it for the kids. And they can't do it for the kids if they're not better themselves, right? And they stop doing the blame game. They stop pointing out everybody else's faults. And I'm speaking of your person, and stop pointing out everybody else's faults. Your person stop saying, well, I'm like this because of that. I'm like this because of this. They said, I'm not happy anymore. I don't want this. I'm not really trying to be a part of this. And I'm telling you, the person that your person is with, who they thought was their person, they're like kind of upset because whatever hold they had over your person has been dropped. The blinders are off. It's kind of like a horse when they have those blinders on and they can't see anything but the front. That's what your person was wearing. And they can't see anything like that. And they had to wear them because it was for their protection. Because with horses, if you know them, they're powerful creatures, right? I don't know a lot about horses, but I know, and this is crazy. I don't even know a thing about damn horses, but this is what just came to me. Like, horses wear these blinders to protect them from seeing the left or the right, so they won't get distracted and they only see what's in front of them. Okay? Only see what's in front of them. Just like with the carrot. When you see that horse with the carrot and they're trying to follow that carrot, that's where your person was. They had these blinders on, and they only could see what was in front of them, and what was in front of them was that person that they're with, who they thought that they were supposed to be with, or who had them in a I don't even want to say spell, but who their main focus was on. However, they woke up today, and I keep saying today because they just woke up finally, and they just said, I don't want to be here anymore. You know, it's just like I don't want to be here anymore. I don't like where I'm at. And it don't matter what that other person said that your person is with, because the person that your person is with is like, oh snap. And no matter what it is that they try to do, it's done. And the thing about it is that person who was holding your person in captivity, they know that it's done. And I'm getting this vision of, like, I don't know, I don't want to say a serpent. Like, it's kind of like the Wicked Witch when the water was put on the person, and when the water was put on the when the water. Hey, oh, hold on a second. You see what that means? He going off because everything I'm saying is right, and whoever this entity is, they're trying to stop me from. They're trying to stop me from giving out this word. So let me light me some color something, okay? Because we got some negative energy coming through here. Because whatever it is that I'm seeing is 100% going down. You know what I'm saying? So we're going to get that set up. And they're going crazy right now. Okay. You see all that stuff that's happening right now? Because I'm dropping some real stuff. So we're going to, right now, we're going to get rid of all that negative energy right now. Okay? Alright? Animals can sense evil, okay? We're going to get rid of all that negative energy. Alright, so we back, okay? Anywho. So, that person felt that energy drop from your person. If you understand me, if you're following me, right? And when that happened, look, he's standing right. I'm gonna show you, like he's standing right next to me, right? It's okay, Bob. We got it. Thank you, baby. So, and your person is free. Now, I'm saying it like this because they want to be free. But they couldn't because they had these blinders, and they didn't even know how much of a hold this person had over them. So your person now woke up finally and just, like Whitney Houston, sat there and looked like disgusted. And almost to the point where they're saying to themselves, like, I can't believe I didn't see this. You know, it's all coming to as a shock to them because they don't really truly understand what it is about it. And it's like for the first time they're actually choosing themselves, and they're seeing themselves in a whole different light. And not to be rude, but they're not even thinking about nobody else right now but themselves. And not saying that they're not going to come back or call or come to an epiphany, because that is your person. But what they're doing right now is looking at that person in disgust. And I just get this disgust feeling. And it's like, I can't really believe I did all this. Like, it's not even you in the picture. You know what I'm saying? The person is just looking at themselves like, I see you. You know how you see somebody for the first time? After everybody done told you about this person, and you was vouching for this person, and you finally see them like, wow, you really are. Goodness, it's like I'm really getting this download as we speak. Like, this person is just, they're at this like I was a horrible person. I was cruel. I was like, they took on their other person, the person that they're with now, your person who they're with. They took on their personality. They took on their energy, which was negative energy. And all I can feel right now is that other person that your person was with slowly depleting. Like, the best way I can explain it is, if you sing Hollywood Shuffle, in Hollywood Shuffle, when the Jerry Curl juices was depleting and he needed that Jerry Curl juice, and they wouldn't give it to him, and they just got smaller and smaller and smaller. That's how your person feeling right now. And no matter what it is that your person, follow me now, your person's person tells them, they ain't going. They ain't going. Just like Whitney Houston, when she sat down and had that dinner with the guy, she was like, oh, and he's sitting there talking about his wife and kids. He comfortable where he at. He like, I already got her, so I can say whatever I want to say. And she like, look at her head like, this nigga must think I'm dumb. Like, he actually gonna sit here and just talk openly about his wife and his kids like that? Like it's cool. Like, how do you have the audacity? I mean, if we gonna do something like this, that's cool, but now you're getting just a little bit too much. I mean, even though she knew that he was in a relationship, it should have been some type of like, it's just the disrespect. You know, it's just a level of disrespect. Regardless if they're doing what they're doing is wrong, it's just like blowing it in the face. It's like, I don't really care. Either way it goes, I don't care about you or her. That's what he was saying. And she looked at him and said, every time I look at you, you remind me how much you are the scum of a fucking. And he looked like, wait, where's this coming from? And he started to panic. And he got back on her, right? He used that transfer of energy, because that's what they're going to do. And he said, well, you wasn't thinking about that when you were, you know. And so she was like, yeah, you're right. You're right. I was weak. But I know who I am now, nigga. And you ain't that. You ain't that. And he started panicking, was like, hold on a minute, wait a second, baby, please, baby, please, you know. And she left. You know what I'm saying? And then what he do? Called it her mama to get back. I'm telling you, the person that your person is with is going through some things right now. And I don't know why I'm getting like it happens so abruptly. Like so abruptly. And your person is just like, yeah, it's a hard pass for me. Hard pass. Yeah. And so, there they go again. And so, your person is like, okay, well, I don't care what you say, but you gotta go. And whoever's been influencing them to stick it out with them, or whoever they've been listening to, and it may have been their own internal dialogue. And the majority of the time, our internal dialogue is other people, outside influence. And they probably shut that off. They probably said, you know what, I'm not even trusting that anymore. But I'm going with what my heart says. My heart is not happy. And I mean, when I said they woke up, I keep hearing today, they woke up today. Like, it happened instantaneously. Like, they probably didn't even get any sleep. You ever had those times when you laying in bed with somebody and you didn't get no sleep whatsoever? And you brush their hand off of you, and they don't even notice that you brush your hand off of you. And you inch yourself away, and they wake up in the morning and you can't wait till it's morning time, and you wake up and they like, get up. They don't really pay attention to it. They say, what's up with you? And you're like, nah, nothing, just been thinking. And in your mind, been thinking about leaving your ass. No, I'm not thinking. I'm thinking of leaving you. I'm leaving your ass. And they had this conversation, and it wasn't even a big blowout. And no matter what the person that your person is with said to your person, it ain't working no more. And I'm kind of happy because they finally are choosing themselves. And I'm happy for your person because they're finally choosing themselves. And you should feel happy for them. And I'm not even saying that they're choosing you, but they're choosing themselves. And that's what the whole message was that your person finally chose themselves. And you may have been manifesting that hopefully they get to see them and how they are, and just that they're a beautiful human being and they don't need to go through that, and why can't they just see? And I'm not talking about those that were just the person, I hope the person that they with just did. No. You really had the intention for them to actually find peace and wholeness within themselves. And you may have been manifesting that they'll come back, but you also manifest that they come through a place of uh, where they have, I'm trying to see it's a lot that's coming to me now. It's like Spirit is giving me all these things to do, but they came, I hear it as assertion. It came to a place of assertion where it's like, I ain't with this anymore. Like, I'm kind of grown out of this. Like, this, I'm not, this is not part of me anymore. Like, and that's just how they just talking too. Like, they don't, whatever that hold had on your person, it's just turned off. It's gone. It don't even work. The fuses are broke. And they don't even make those fuses anymore. They don't even have the OEM. The company is not even around anymore. And there's no mom and pop up. There's nowhere you can go. You just have to put it in the junkyard. Now it's salvaged. You can't even repair it. And it came out of nowhere. And that's what is giving your person that strength, because it came out of nowhere. And that is what's depleting whatever hold that person had over your person, because it came out of nowhere. And they weren't expecting. Because in their mind, they had them all set. It's good. They here. And I keep getting that the person only wanted that person there because they don't even know why. They just know that, okay, I lost something, I gotta get it back. It's the power that they had. I'm not talking about your person, but your person, the other person that they were with, is the power that they had. And I'm getting control of power, and it's something to do with them. So they got their own journey to be on as well, as we all should be. But they lost it. And they're hurt more for the simple fact that they lost that power and control, and not because of the reason behind it. You understand? The real reason behind it. But they are just upset, and I'm hearing like they doing everything that they can, but that your person is finally seeing that other person as this weak entity. You know, like, and they're not so much beating themselves up. They're just like, and the thing that my spirit guides gave me to help to visualize this was the whole waiting to exhale, when Whitney Houston was looking at him and finally came to the process or the epiphany that I can be happy by myself. And who knows what she went through to get to that point, or what broke her to that point. And most people can say that, well, the talking and stuff, like, you know, you just get to a point where you like, I don't deserve it. I'm better than this. And your person figured out that I'm much better than that. I don't just like it's. I just get this feeling like your person had this icky, nasty feeling towards this person. Like, ew, I can't believe I stooped so low. Like, I am that desperate not to be alone, that I'm willing to make myself uncomfortable, or to become the same thing that I'm trying to not be. You know what I'm saying? It's hard to get out, especially when spirit is, you know. I wasn't even gonna do this because I'm like, I'm tired. I want to get coffee. I didn't even want to get. It was just a lot, but I came out here to say this because someone needs to hear that. It's not about getting back with your person right now. It's about your person coming to the understanding of what they need. And once they come to the understanding of what they need, everything is going to be smooth sailing. Everything is going to be, you know, just trust the process. That's all I can say right now. Trust the process. Trust what's going on. Many of you have felt that connection drop. And when I mean that connection drop, it could be either good or bad. Whatever it is, trust it. And know that whatever happens, you're going to be on top. And just like the other person, I'm really getting this. up in here, right? Okay, up in the heart chakra, and I also want to say the solar plexus is that, and the throat chakra a lot is saying that this person is they coming, they're coming, and when they come to you, they're coming to you as a whole different, new, complete person, and I mean different, like the way they talk, everything. You're going when they speak to you, they're going to speak to your soul. They're going to speak to your spirit, your heart, your mind. It's not even going to be anything. Oh, I remember this and that. You're going to hear your person for the first time, as they're going to hear you for the first time. And it's a lot they have to say, and I just say listen to what they have to say. Don't snap or jap out on them. I told you, I knew you be that. Nah, none of that. I'm telling you, if you do, you're gonna lose them. You're gonna lose them because they're on the journey right now where they ain't taking nothing, just like you. And you don't want that to be reversal karma. And it's just a lot. I'm just saying, take your time, because if you do this in the way that it's supposed to be done, it's going to be a life fulfillment. It's going to be a life fulfillment, and their person right now, that your person is, oh my God, I'm just getting like they're lost. They are, and I picked that up like they're walking around like, you know that teenager who found out he was getting life in prison or whatever, and he couldn't even breathe. I don't know what's going on, what's happening. Hey, you do the crime, you do the time, buddy. That's all I'm saying. Don't look at me like that. But that's how they walk. Like, I visually see it. Like, somebody just said, "You're tearing me apart, Lisa." It is what it is. I just had to jump on here real quick to let you know that, to accept the process, my dear Cancer. And whoever else is watching. I'm going to say Cancers and cross watchers. And this is for anybody who get the message. And if you clicked on this was meant for you to get. I mean, I could not do anything else. It's like I want to stop, but I can't because there's so much that I have to say. And I'm trying to get it all out and wrap it up because it's supposed to be a quick message. But yeah, it's just main. And you seen the dogs going off, and I was trying to say it. This person don't want to let your person go, but they gonna. And there's nothing that they can do about it because when the seal breaks, the seal breaks. Okay. And I'm talking about ain't no repairing, ain't no coming back from this. Ain't no coming back from this one. And your person will see that and like, And not saying that because there's children involved. And I'm going to say there's children involved. If there's not children involved, it's easier. It'll be easier for you if you don't have children involved. However, I'm not going to say that they don't have love for them. There's still love there, because they're just a warm, generous person. They don't hate the person. Let's put it that way. I'll put it that way. They don't hate the person. However, if there's any type of connection, it's plainly, because they're a decent human being. And they don't treat people that way. But it's not going to be the same. And your person is going to let that person who they were with know. And that person who your person was with will know. And even if they don't come back, and it's not that they don't come back, but don't say, okay, they're going to come back tomorrow. They're going to come back. No. The thing is, once you understand and realize this, you'll be able to focus now more on you. Okay. And when you manifest, you can still manifest your person and everything like that. However, it's going to be more on you. You're going to be more at ease. You're going to have a weight off of your shoulders. You're going to be more lightweight. You're going to be more like, because as I put it, this person or your person was holding a lot of weight. They were holding you, they were holding their world, they were holding that person's world, and they finally said, enough is enough. and they know exactly what it is that they want. And I want to say that they want you. It may be you, it may not be, but they want you. They just know right now. What I'm trying to say, they just know right now that what they're with, who they're around, is not what they want. They want more. They want better. And in order for that to work, in order for that to be manifested, in order for your manifestations to come true, you have to focus on you and their happiness, whatever that happiness is. And to be specific is to be focused on you, your happiness, and them being happy. And not so much being happy with you, but with you being happy. And by you focusing on your happiness and them being happy is what's going to make that connection strive. It's like you're giving each other energy, even if you're not together, even if you guys are apart. Like, I even hear now that even if there's no connection, even if there's no communication, silence is still communication. And communicating in the spirit world and communicating in either say 5D rather than 3D is a whole lot different than it is in 3D. And sometimes it's better communication in 5D and in the spirit world than it is in 3D, because we're not of ourselves. We're not speaking of things that's coming out of whatever we see, feel, hear, or whatever. It's more of us connecting to a higher self, a higher being, a higher consciousness state, where we're taking the flesh out and we're being more of light, pure white light, of pure good intention. It's beyond this world. It's ascension. That's what I'm getting. It's ascension. And we're ascending. And yeah, somebody needed to hear that. Somebody really needs to hear that. I even hear, as someone is listening to this, as they're watching this, when you look at the clock and you see that sequence of numbers, as you're watching this or listening to this or just putting it up and having it in your background, whatever thought that you were thinking of, whatever it was that I was saying at that time, write it down. Write down the number that you seen and the date and how it made you feel. Because I hear a big shift, a big awakening for people globally around the world who are waking up for the very first time and saying, not today. And if you've done that before and you felt that, you understand what it is I'm saying. I just really feel a big shift coming on to the people who are all connected. And we're all connected to this soul tribe. And this is for my soul tribe people, is to let you know that it's an awakening coming up. Ooh. And I'm hearing some people saying, well, what about those that don't? If they ain't getting on the train, they just gonna miss it. Point blank period. That's how it is. But somebody woke up today. Somebody said, and I keep I'm telling you, if you have to watch that scene with Whitney Houston, and you have to look at it and say, damn, okay. And just look at it, not the whole thing behind it, but put yourself in her shoes, where you woke up, or in your person's shoes, okay? Where you woke up, or they woke up, or even, yourself, when you finally said, I'm not doing this today. I'm not going to be in this relationship anymore. I'm not going to be at this job anymore. No, I'm not going to allow this person to talk to me like that. There's been times where someone has said something to you, and they walked away, or you called them and said, not today. And you stopped them and turned them around, and you got them together in the most polite way. And they looking at you like, Bill? Karen? Keisha? And you like, yep, not today. And I just keep feeling how she felt, how Whitney felt, the character, how the character felt when the mother called. And she was getting outraged at that person. And this is even to help you if you had an argument with that person and you like, because her mother was like, what I say? and regardless of what you want to think or whatever, you can say something to somebody and they'll be hurt, especially if it cut where they can't say nothing. It's because you caught them off guard, and her mother was like, maybe she is right. She's really hurt. And she called her mother back and apologized. And her mother just said, I just don't want to see you by yourself. And she's like, Mom, I gotta do what I gotta do. And her mother understood. That's how it is. That's how you feel, because you're tired. And this is your person, okay? Your person is tired of everybody trying to tell them what they think is best for them. And they're coming to a thing where they're going to pop off, but it's not them being mean. It's them just to the point of, you're not listening to me. I'm done. I'm sorry if I have to be cruel and rude for you to understand. That's just what it is. So, Spirit is saying that's it right there. That is where I'm going to end it off at. Remember that you can always like, comment, and subscribe to me. Comment and let me know what you like, if this is something that my Cancerians like. And when I say Cancerians, I'm speaking directly to the Cancers. However, you can take this as it may. This is what I'm getting. But I'm directly for my Cancers, all right? I don't do tarot card readings. I was looking into doing something like that, but I'm just being led to what Spirit asked me to say, being clairvoyant, and just actually when I get a word, I get a message, telepathically, I have to say it. I'm just on this planet doing what it is that I have to do as a celestial being, coming through as a high priestess, riding on my chariot, cutting like a two sword, devouring anything that's going to step in my way of my ultimate truth and my high divine being. If you ain't of pure light and pure intention, you're going to get cut down. Alright? So with that being said, again, you know who I am. I am the Queer Cancerian here on your one and your twos. You can always catch me up. You can catch me also on, what is it? You can catch me on my platform, which is also on all major platforms you can catch me on, which is Spotify, iHeart, and I'm on there. I'm starting off I have to say, if it sounds like it's all over the place, it's because we are all over the place. As a person, I only spit it as I can. I only give it as it's been dropped to me. Sometimes I speak about things and, I'd be totally forgetting what's on track. This is the first time that I actually had a whole pure thought and I kept on track. And I'm like, wow. So, it's meant to be. That's all I can say. It's meant to be. So anyway, you know how you always supposed to do: like, comment, subscribe, hit me up, put it down there, and let me know that you agree, one and all, to let it be. Okay? If you're that person and you came and you said, you know what, Vidi Vinci, let that be known as well. And let me know how you feeling though. Alright? To all my fellow Cancerians, this is the Queer Cancerian letting you know that it's our time to shine. And sometimes it means us being silent. Remember, the key word today to walk away from is, no matter if you're not in communication, silence still speaks volumes. Because we have to be understanding that we're living in the 5D, not in 3D. Just because they're not speaking to you here, does not mean they're not speaking to you in another realm. Those that get it, get it. Those that don't. What's known don't need to be explained. Understand? You're. So until then, remember, I love you, you love you. And if ain't nobody told you that, we love you. And remember to protect yourself, because you are your biggest asset. Peace.